Whew. Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's KBR Sports back from the break. Oh man, that was a funny last segment. I say consistently moving the goalpost, but moving on to the anyways, y'all. Remember, you guys can always tune into us on Rabble TV, Spreaker, iTunes, YouTube, and SoundCloud. You can always catch our old shows and past segments and podcasts on all those mediums. Also, make sure you follow us on KBR_sports on Twitter, where you can tweet us your ideas and topics for the next show that we have, and we'll try to mention those topics on the next program. But to go on to this next topic, so pretty much, Nigel, would you say that right now this is the best version of LeBron James that we've seen throughout his whole career?
No, but I want to hear what you have about this, because I can't imagine that you made this top for you to not say yes.
Nigel, it could be.
Please tell me why.
I'm going to tell you exactly why.
Please tell me why.
Because one, this is the most carefree we've seen LeBron James be.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have the pressure of having to win. What I don't know if it was even the pressure of having to prove he could win a ring on his own merit as the leader of the team for the most part. Because I think in Miami it was still kind of like he's under Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley. You know what I mean? It was kind of their fixture. Whereas Cleveland, that was LeBron's grown product. You see what I'm saying? So I think that kind of lessened the pressure on LeBron James. So now he's kind of just playing carefree throughout the season, and now he's reignited the Jordan arguments, the Jordansons. You know, right now at the same age, the age that they are both at 31, LeBron's actually more accomplished than Michael Jordan at the same age. You know what I mean? So there is some will say no, he can't touch Michael Jordan still at this point because of the fact that he's actually lost in the NBA before. But if you want to boil it down to just a matter of rings, LeBron can still catch Michael in rings. You see what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, it's from the way LeBron has started this season, it looks as though he could average a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, we've all been talking about Russell double throughout the first part of this, but it looks like LeBron can end up being the one who does it. So just to provide some perspective, right now LeBron currently has 2 points, 9 rebounds. He's shooting 51 from the field. He's shooting 68% from the free throw line. Goodness gracious, LeBron. He averages 10 assists. So he's 1 rebound away from averaging a triple-double. It'll be the most careful LeBron we see, yet he still leaves such a strong mark on the game. Because now LeBron's in a role where Kyrie be a point guard anymore. They know how their team's working now. LeBron's in a flow where he gets to play with guys knowing how their team's going to be. Think about it. In Miami, LeBron didn't really know he was going to be all times because Dwayne would come out the lineup. He didn't know how much of the dominating of the ball he was going to have to do. He didn't know how many ball handling responsibilities he's going to have to take up in Miami. Whereas now in Cleveland, they've literally got through the whole season now with Kyrie and Kevin Love both being healthy for the most part. So he can pretty much his horses throughout most of the season. And now now that they won a championship, it brings their team chemistry unlike no other. Once you won a championship, you kind of get. At first, it seemed as though when we heard all those rumors about LeBron was tired of Kyrie or vice versa, it was kind of one of those things that you can understand a young guy like Kyrie trying to prove his merit and everything like that. And Kyrie trying to prove his stomping ground as a superstar. But now he realizes, hey, what this guy says and does works. It brings championships. And Kyrie just wants to win. And he's still getting his points at it. And so LeBron realizes, hey, I don't have to take as much of the scoring load upon myself. I can actually just pace myself. But LeBron's pacing is career numbers for other players. So, he looks like he's the best version of himself. He still has explosiveness. He's getting more assists than almost any other seasons he's had. Right now he's averaging a career high. Granted, we're only about 4 games last season. But if he continues on this pace, he will average a triple-double.
First of all, he won't continue on this pace. For the same reason Russ won't continue on his pace. It's a long season. People don't average triple-doubles anymore. It just doesn't happen. He's not going to average a triple-double. But right now. Secondly, no, this is not the best version of LeBron. This is not even the second best version. Maybe the third best version of LeBron you've ever seen. Maybe. He's not better than he was in Miami. Miami, LeBron was one of the most complete players of all time. The year before he left to go to Miami, his 2009-2010 year, was probably the second best version of LeBron you've ever seen. He was crazy athletic. His jump shot had came along. He had just started peaking. He just started peaking as a defensive monster. Pretty much the reasons. LeBron right now struggles with jump shooting. he's not as good of a finisher as he was in Miami. Just something that's due to the system, something that's due to you just lose athleticism as you get older. So to the answer to that, no, it's not the best version of LeBron we'll see, and you're not going to see a better version of LeBron than you saw in Miami. You will never see, mark my words, quote me on this. You will never see a better version of LeBron than you saw in Miami.
But if he's playing at his most efficient, if he could play efficiently, and he's impacting his team in a bigger way, and he doesn't have to carry as much of the workload, so we'll actually see a carefree LeBron. Wouldn't that be the best version of LeBron we've seen?
No, because he's still not as more efficient as he was in Miami.
No, I'm not talking about in terms of jump shooting and everything. I'm talking about overall assisting, rebounding, those kind of aspects of the game. He'll be more efficient in those aspects of the game where he wasn't in Miami. He wanted to. The reason why LeBron also even had higher scoring numbers in Miami at some points because of the fact he didn't have Dwayne Wade on the court. So now that he has Kyrie Irving, he can focus more on the passing aspect of his game, where he could hence result in averaging a triple double. Because outside of a point guard, who's the best passer in basketball? LeBron James. Outside of Chris Paul or some of the best point guards we have in our game, LeBron James is the best passer in the game.
Yes.
So, and he also, when he puts his mind to it, he can be the best rebounder. LeBron has even said it. He has a quote saying it. I can average a triple-double if I want to. I just don't try.
He just don't want to.
But what else? I mean, why wouldn't he even try to? I think it's one of those things that he can do it. He's not gonna put it out there and say I'm because you can tell when the guys are just chasing stats kind of thing. But he's not gonna. He can literally do it in his sleep. That's how easy it is for him. He did it obviously in the NBA Finals. I think, and that was one of those things. He just did it naturally. It just came to him because he played at such a high level.
And what did I say before? LeBron cannot play that level in what's it called? In the regular season.
He doesn't have the scoring output of that. But in terms of rebounding and assists, he can do that. He can do that. If Kyrie Irving takes the load, he even said he wants Kyrie to win MVP. But if he takes the scoring load off of his shoulders, LeBron can average about 24, 22, whatever, average 10 assists. Because if he's getting more assists, all scoring numbers most likely will go down. Especially if he's feeding it to Kyrie and his assists are coming from Kyrie Irving, and he's just getting more rebounds. I don't see why this can't be the best version of him, because he obviously has another gear he can go to, but he chooses when to go to it. Miami, he had to be in that gear all the time. This LeBron is more of the LeBron that he wants. This is the most purest LeBron we've seen. This is the LeBron he wants to be. He wants to be a guy that doesn't have to score a lot of points. LeBron really said, if I can get 15 assists and I can have 10 points, I would rather take that. So obviously this is the LeBron he wants to be. So how is this not the best version of him if this is the version of him that he wanted to be from the beginning?
Because the best version he wants to be doesn't equal the best version he can be. Because LeBron is best when he is a scorer, which he was in Miami. When he can score as well as facilitate, that's when he's at his best. So yeah, his assist numbers can be way up. But guess what? I would rather take a LeBron bucket than a LeBron assist. And him being aggressive to get his buckets anytime. Last night, the game, they were doing okay. And then what happened? Third quarter comes off. He drops 20 in the quarter. They pull away in the game. That's what you want from LeBron. And don't get me wrong, he is the best playmaker outside of the point guard position in NBA history. But you also want the scoring from it. So my point is, in Miami, yes, he didn't have to handle the ball. He didn't need to play make that much. He was being set up, which is why he shot such a high percentage. He got easy looks, and he was a better rebounder in Miami, and he was much better. He was better on defense in Miami. So the only aspect he's really increased in is his playmaking, which was great in Miami as well.
His rebounding was about the same in Miami.
What did he average in Miami?
He averaged 7.3, and on average, he averaged 7.5 rebounds.
7.5 rebounds.
He averaged about 7.5. His last season in Cleveland, he had 7.4. He averaged about the same rebounds, but
the year before that, was that Miami? No, the year before that, he averaged. Oh, hold on, I just had it. 6.
Yeah, in Miami, right?
No, that's not Cleveland.
No, he's played. What's it called?
This is his third year in Cleveland.
Yeah, so
he averaged 6, 7.4, and he's at 9 right now, which is going to drop.
Yeah, but I think if he wants to continue this arc, because if he obviously has proven that he can be the number one rebounder on that team, that he is the best rebounder on that team actually. So why wouldn't he want to do that? Why wouldn't he just want to keep up that pace? I mean, if this is the version of him, he even said it. He said that. When alluding to when the game got tight yesterday, when you were talking about, he said that they started getting sloppy. They started kind of getting carefree with the ball and everything like that. So he felt the need to assert himself. But notice that they got that lead when LeBron was getting assists. Literally, the Cavaliers are almost undefeated when LeBron averages more than 10 assists. They're almost nearly undefeated when he gets more than 10 assists. So why wouldn't he just want to take on that point guard role? If he takes on that point guard role almost all the time, I mean, he's pretty much a de facto point guard at this point. So when he plays that role, and you see that he gets, and there's a reason why they're almost undefeated when he averages more than 10 assists, because he's making everybody else better. Not that he doesn't do it naturally on a daily basis. When LeBron's scoring points, people tend to fall into that playing style of, I'll just stand out here on the 3-point line. Kevin Love had 26 points the other night. LeBron had 30. Kyrie Irving had 21. That's when they're at their best. That is when the Cavaliers are playing at the highest level, when he's getting people involved.
When he's scoring and getting people involved.
But I'm not saying he's not going to score, but I'm saying now that he has a team where the scoring isn't so emphasized for him. This is the deepest team he's had.
Yes.
So the scoring aspect of his game isn't emphasized as much as it was in Miami. So Miami, of course, his shooting numbers and stuff are going to look better, but his assisting numbers and him getting guys involved will elevate with the better talent he has around him.
It will. And I completely agree with that statement.
So why isn't this the best version of him?
Because
then? Just because you take away from one category and boost it up in another, it could be that category quantifies to your team better. So why is that not the best version of him? If his team performs better when he scores, when he gets more assists, it's the same stat for Russell Westbrook. When Russell Westbrook gets more assists and more shots, the Thunder are almost undefeated. So why is it when he was by himself, when Kevin Durant got hurt and he was averaging that triple double, whenever he shot under 17 shots, the Thunder are almost undefeated. He still averaged triple doubles. They were undefeated. So if you just take a little bit off of the points and transition them into assists, and your team is bettering off, they're playing at a higher level because you're assisting. How is that not the best version of yourself? Your team's playing at the highest level with you playing in that version of yourself.
Because the level of LeBron is still in Miami because he was assisting and scoring, and they still won a championship that way.
No, but
hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Are we trying to say here that the Miami Heat didn't play their highest level when LeBron was scoring?
But this isn't the Miami Heat though. I'm saying this team has a higher ceiling than that Miami Heat team ever did. That's what I'm saying. This Cavalier team literally took LeBron. LeBron didn't even stand a chance against San Antonio with the Miami Heat when Dwayne Wade was hurt. Chris Bosh was still there. Chris Bosh was still playing. Dwayne Wade played. He wasn't fully healthy. These guys took Golden State to six games. 6 games without Kyrie Irving or Kevin Love. So if he can make this team, if he can take this team to a higher ceiling without scoring a lot of points, without having to focus on his scoring aspect of his game, why isn't it the best version of himself? Especially if this team can have such a higher ceiling with him playing this way.
We're fighting in the season, first of all.
We are fighting in the season.
Hey, once again, I keep telling you, this is going to come down. Look, stop.
Hold
on a second.
Stop.
Let me finish, man. I stopped and let you finish. Let me stop.
Go ahead.
All right, first of all,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Past behavior dictates future behavior. His averages are going to drop. Brendan, I guarantee you, he will average about the same amount of assists that he did in his last 2 years. So first of all, he's going to be playmaking. His assist rate right now is about 7% higher than it was. And that's just to do the fact he played with Dwayne Wade away from his ball handling. He's decreased in every single facet of the game since come back from Miami. That's not an opinion. It's a fact. It's been boosted by advanced stats. It's boosted by raw stats. Every stat has him coming down. Go ahead and give your rebuttal.
All right, just give me the last wrap up of your point.
The whole point is everything has shown that he is regressed in every single kind of stat except for his playmaking. And that's just due to the fact he's had the ball back in his hands again. His scoring has gone down. His rebounding has gone down, except for this year, which is once again 5 games of the season. He's way less efficient than he was in Miami. Go ahead and give me your point.
His rebounding went down literally for one season. He averaged 6 rebounds his first season in Cleveland. He also averaged 6 rebounds one of his seasons in Miami.
He did.
So then the next
6
season,
point what?
The next 6.3. Okay. No, 6.2. Okay. So then the next season in Cleveland, he averaged 7.4.
Okay.
So here's the thing with your premise. He scored more points in Miami, but that's because
he averaged 6.9.
It's right here. 20 rebounds.
And then 6.3. That's assist.
Categories.
Yeah. So he averaged 7 rebounds.
But he still averages 9 at this point right now.
Right.
And here's the thing. You want to talk about his stats will dip. Let's say his stats will dip. But the only thing is, why would those stats dip if his team is playing at a higher level? And he sees his team is playing at this highest level, and he's exerting less energy to have them play at this high level. His points have gone down. The reason why his points have gone down is because what? He's sharing the ball with Kyrie Irving. a guy, and the reason why his assists went down because he was sharing the ball with Kyrie Irving. They were trying to make Kyrie Irving a point guard. Now they realize that Kyrie Irving is not that guy. They're not. They've even said they want him to score. Just go out and score, Kyrie. We're not going to try and make you a point guard anymore, which what we always wanted you to be. Granted, he still needs to get people involved at some points, but they're like, Kyrie, we just want you to be a scorer. That's what you're going to be. So now that he has that, now that Kyrie's filling that role, and Kyrie's a better shooter than Dwayne Wade ever was. Yes. He's a better shooter than Dwayne Wade ever was.
Yes.
So that increases LeBron's range of people, the ways he can get assists, and he has better 3-point shooters now than he ever did in Miami. So he's gonna be able to get more assists here than he did in Miami.
But the
only difference is between his first 2 seasons in Miami, in Cleveland, is that now he's becoming the no more de facto point guard. He is gonna be the point guard.
So my question is he a better playmaker, or is he just put in a better position to make get assists?
He's gonna be playing as a better playmaker. That's the thing. He becomes a better. You become a better playmaker.
No, you don't. You become the same. Go ahead.
You become a better playmaker as the talent around you improves.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does, because you can Chris Paul can get he can dish it out to all these guys. If those guys aren't hitting the shots, he's going to look like less of a playmaker.
Look, that's your point. He looks like less of a playmaker. In reality, he's still the exact same playmaker. You put him on a better team, he now has more assists. That doesn't make him a better playmaker.
That still accentuates LeBron being the best version of LeBron.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, if you play on the best team, if you play on a better team, this is going to be the best. And you playing on a terrible team that you're gonna seem a lot better. Kevin Durant seems a lot better right now than he did in OKC.
That's my point.
No, but that's the point. This is the best version because he's more efficient.
No, he's not.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, Kevin Durant. Sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
Kevin Durant. If LeBron can get assists at a higher rate, this is the last thing I'm gonna say on this. If the Cavaliers get a higher ceiling than they ever did in Miami, through him playmaking and everything like that, and his assisting and rebounding numbers are better, I think it's the best version of him we see.
No, it's not.
But all right, y'all, we're going to go on to the next topic where we talk about 2 former teammates that played against each other the other night, and, you kind of say they gave each other the cold shoulder, but what do we know? All right, y'all, it's KBR Sports. Stay tuned.